Introduction. The natural environment is important to all living things since it is the primary source of oxygen and water. The movie The Lorax narrates the story of a walled city that is characterized by an artificial way of life. This is the case since its leaders have supported inappropriate practices that have eventually left the surrounding environment uninhabitable by both animals and human beings. This essay gives a detailed summary and discussion of this film. It goes further to offer comparisons with the environment and how people can transform the situation. Movie summary. The selected film gives a detailed analysis of Thneedville and the issues many populations face today. Ted Wiggins is presented as a young boy who adores and admires Audrey. Ted is forced to find a real tree in an attempt to astound her. This personal mission eventually makes it possible for him to meet the Onceler and understand what happened to the environment. Ted realizes that the surrounding region is a barren and contaminated wasteland. The mayor of Thneedville is a shareholder of the main company that produces and markets bottled oxygen to different residents. According to O'Hare, trees are unacceptable since they threaten his business directly. He later learns that the Lorax, also the guardian of the surrounding environment, once cautioned the Onceler and encouraged him not to cut another tree. However, the success of his business venture eventually triggers mass deforestation. This desire for wealth eventually destroys the natural environment. The Onceler later realizes that he has disoriented the lives of both human beings and animals. He gives Ted the remaining truffula seed. This action eventually becomes a new opportunity for reminding the people of Thneedville about the role of nature. After the seed germinates and becomes a mature tree, a new forest grows and life returns to normal. Environmental issues analysis. The studied movie gives a detailed analysis of the major issues affecting many communities today. Although Thneedville is artificial, the outstanding comparison is that deforestation has become a reality in many urban regions. The story of Ted and his desire to impress Audrey becomes a new opportunity for transforming the city. This instinct exhibited by Lorax can become a good example for today's society. The film reveals that Lorax's friendship with the Onceler ends after he cuts more trees. This kind of practice can guide more people in every community to conserve the environment and reduce different malpractices, such as contamination and pollution. The experiences and challenges many people in Thneedville go through echo the issues that human beings are facing today. For instance, the city has a company that produces and markets artificial oxygen since forests have been destroyed. This means that many have increased chances of leading unhealthy and difficult lives unless something is done. The movie goes further to reveal how the areas surrounding the city are barren, empty, and contaminated. This is a clear indication that any action that does not promote or result in environmental conservation is inappropriate. Human pollution is another malpractice that is capable of delivering similar challenges to the ones described in the selected movie. This is true since it contaminates water and air, thereby killing living organisms and plants. The actions and initiatives Ted and the citizens of Thneedville undertake are worth emulating since they eventually transformed the environment. Human beings can consider these developments in this movie to plant more trees, reduce forest interference, and engage in sustainable practices. The challenges experienced in the world today should also become meaningful lessons, such as increased global temperatures, rising sea levels, and changing climatic or weather patterns. Business processes that can result in deforestation and distortion should be abandoned. Failure to do so will result in numerous challenges, such as reduced food production, lack of clean air, and contamination of water sources. These issues should, therefore, guide human beings in different parts of the world to do what is right, plant more trees, conserve existing forests, and promote sustainable activities. There is also a need for policymakers and governments to promote proper guidelines that have the potential to address challenges affecting today's society, including pollution and the use of plastic materials. The movie supports the introduction of community-based efforts to address existing problems and hold politicians, businesspeople, and capitalists accountable for their actions. The ultimate objective is to create a global environment that is characterized by trees, forests, clean air, and undamaged hydrological systems. Conclusion. The above discussion has presented evidence-based measures and practices for protecting forests and ensuring that the greatest number of people lead high-quality lives. The analyzed movie has indicated that the main aim of every capitalist is to amass wealth while at the same time disregarding the issue of posterity. The realities described in this film should, therefore, become guidelines for conserving the natural environment and implementing policies that will reduce pollution and overuse of resources. Such measures have the potential to transform the world and make it a better place for all. Study Corgi can help you make your studies smarter. Visit studycorgi.com for more samples like this, study tips, and writing tools.